Hello students, today we will see the purpose of building relations between the features. So first, let me create a base model. So let me give the length value as 400 and this width value as 200. I want to now build the relations between the length to width. So how to define this? Go to tools, we have this option called relations. So click on the relation tab, we can define equations, mathematical equations between the dimensions of path. So now you can see SD0 and SD1 coming up, it stands for sketch dimensions. Now if I want to toggle this to a normal dimension value, press this icon here, toggle between dimension value names. Now you will get it. Just press this icon, you can see whether you want sketch dimensions as parameters or dimension values. Now I want to say that the length value SD1 should always be equal to 2 times of my width, that is SD0. So I have built a relation that the design intent needs to be same between the length to width. That means the ratio of length to width, I have built a relations based on the equations. Press OK. Now if I am going to change the value this to, I cannot change the value because it is a dimension is governed by a relation and cannot be modified. It is a driven dimension. Now if I am going to change the width value to 150, automatically the length value will get altered because it is driven by a relation. So I have changed this to 450. Now the length value has become 900. It is because of the relation that we created between the dimensions of path. Now press OK. So now I want to convert it into a 3D model. Press OK. You can see the length. So now I want to build again a relation between the width to the depth of my object. So go back to tools, relations, select the model, you can see all the dimensions coming up, toggle the dimension values. Now I want to say that the width should be equal to 1.5 times of my depth. I have bought a relation. This relation has been built. Press OK. Now you cannot change the width value because it will be driven by a relation. Whenever you build relation, you go for regenerate. Now if I want to change this value of width, you cannot change it because it is driven by a relation. So now all I have to do is change the width value. Changing the depth will change my width, which in turn drives the length relation. So everything is interlinked. So this is how we build the relationship between the paths. So dimension value keeps on changing and the design intent is kept constant. Now I want to add one more feature. So go to extrude, select the surface, sketch. Let me build another feature here of dia 100 and a depth 100. Now I want to build relationship between the diameter and depth. So go to tools, relations, you can very well say, click on the cylindrical profile, values are highlighted. Now toggle the dimensions. Now here press in the next line, enter. Diameter value should be equal to my depth of this object, depth of this cylinder. So both these parameters are now equal. Press OK. Now model regenerate. Now I want to ensure that the depth of the cylinder is controlling the depth of the block also. So now I am going for, once again, tools, relations, press enter for the next line. I'm going to press Control. So now these are the two dimensions which have not been related with each other. So now what I'm going to define is the length of the block should be equal to the diameter of my cylinder. So now what happens? Both these relationships are controlled. So press OK, model, regenerate. Now the only thing is, if I'm able to change the depth of this, the entire parameter changes. Everything is controlled by the depth of this. See you in the next session with few more examples. Thank you.